Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to some more Lego building. So tonight, we are going to be building the 3-in-1 Creator Set Modern House. I was really excited when this was announced because I like architecture. Like, I actually, when I was a kid, for a significant period of time, wanted to be an architect. I decided that was not for me, but I do still have a love for architecture in general, so houses and things like that are a lot of fun. But before we do that, we are going to be building this little Creator London bus. So let's go ahead and switch on over to the other camera. There we go. Move that camera out of the way. And go ahead and get started. So how's everyone doing today? Howdy, Minor Trader. How's it going? Hungry for some hams? Me too. I'm gonna have a ham sandwich when I'm done, I think. All right, hold on. Bumped my monitor, so the little menu for brightness and stuff popped up. It's lovely. No, it's not a new background. I've gotten a new camera not since, like, I mean, from a number of months ago, and one of my lights went out, and I had to replace it with another one, which has a different color tone to it. Go ahead and put that over there. So we do have some stickers. 211B Westminster, MLC 75. We have a movie poster, The Brick Separator. Let me actually zoom in on that. It's a pretty good one. I like it. Hold on a second. There we go. Alright. Bring that over into the right spot. And zoom in on this. The Brick Separator. And now's the time to visit. Fun little ads on there. I'm not going to put these on. A DSLR? No, this one is not. I'm thinking about getting a DSLR though. I was thinking about it before, but I decided to get this one instead. This one is cheaper than a DSLR, but yeah, I'm pretty convinced that a DSLR is what I want. So. What's the raccoon's name again? That is Princess Linda. Alright, let's see. Two by 4 there. Get our axle plate. Any update on the... I mean... Yeah, I got it. We're building the Coliseum, so... Another 2x4, there it is. There we go. So unfortunately this is not minifig scale, but it is cute nonetheless. Alright, so get some side studs back here. 1x1 brick. Gray 1x1 tile. Does that have a... No, it does not. Not on the underside. Where is the mold mark? There it is. Always want to bury the mold mark on those. Alright, and then almost classic fender pieces. The difference with these is this hole in the middle, which was not on the original. I'm not sure what the hole is for. I mean, obviously it's like a Technic piece. You can put an axle through it. You can put a pin through it, a Technic pin, but I don't know why they made that change. I don't know if there was some set that used it that way or what. I have not seen it used in any way, so I'm curious. All right, there is our bracket there. Will it be after the Coliseum? I don't know yet. I don't typically think about what's... unless there was something like a bits goal that came in, which we are some distance away from the typewriter. So when the typewriter does come in, when the bits come in for that, we will definitely be doing that at the next opportunity. But other than that, I don't usually think about what I'm going to build new until, like, a couple days before. So I literally could not say what will be next. Alright. Lots of clear 1x2 bricks in here, which is one of the reasons why I wanted it. I mean, it's cute, too. It's a cute little build. Hope everyone's week is going well. Half of it is already over, at least. How big is my backlog? Not small. Oh, a 1x2 red brick goes in right there. There we go. And then right there, 2x2 tile. Howdy, Lord Canis, how's it going? Look at those HD Legos, indeed. Happy with your new computer? Okay, and then we get some more plates above it. They do have a large-scale London bus that was out many years ago. I did get that. That was a pretty nice set, too. I'm not sure if they need to license these or not. So not putting a little mini staircase inside this. Alright, on the front, another black 2x2. And red 1x1 tiles. There we go. Get that one out from under the clear brick. Should probably not do that. That would be a bad idea. We have another, yeah. So you can put a tile in like that, 1x1 tile. It'll fit. You can't put studs on the underside, but you could do something like a tile, and that would fit, you know, fit it just fine. Alright, let's see. Clear 1x1 cylinder plates and 1x1 plates in red. Not there, right here. And then grill tiles. Alright, black 1x2, red 1x2s. White 1x8s for the signage, the advertising billboards, which I'm not putting the stickers on. So it'll look a little bit funny. Current HR! Hey all, just wanted to say you've been enjoying the Starflight videos, very nostalgic. Oh, thank you, and thank you very much for those bits. I really do appreciate that. Put those right into my pocket. And I'm glad that you're enjoying Starflight. I am having a blast playing that. It's a lot of fun. Like, despite the, you know, old controls and stuff like that, it actually plays pretty well. So it's tons and tons of fun. Definitely a game that I would recommend to anyone looking for an older game to play. It's pretty immersive and pretty interesting. Doesn't really get old. It can be a little slow going at times, but you know, not everything has to be fast-paced. So thank you once again for those bits. I mean, I knew I'd have fun playing it, but I'm actually having more fun than I thought. Which is always nice. Which is always nice. Definitely going to try to get... I know some other retro game players out there. I'm definitely going to try to get some of them to play it sometime, like Hungry Goria or something. I think she'd enjoy it. Howdy, Bahamut, how's it going? Right, there we go. Another 1x2 up front. It's going. That sounds ominous. Can't wait for winter to be over. But winter's so much fun. Accidentally pop that in there. My fingers are a little bit cold right now. It's meant to be ominous. Well, I figured that. Howdy, Farron, how's it going? Should live in a warmer place. It's actually this part of the house. It is furthest from all sources of warmth. Alright, and then we get some 2x4 tiles all across it. Howdy, little bunny, how's it going? Alright, stickers that I'm not putting on. On the back, 1x2 tile for the license plate, and red 1x1 cylinder plates. More stickers, and then the wheels. The wheels. I mean, this being the coldest also helps when summer hits, to a certain extent. Actually, no, it doesn't, now that I think about it. It really doesn't. Alright, it's got our wheels on. So, guys, did you know the wheels on the bus go round and round? Alright. Red 1x1 plate, gray and red 1x1 tiles, clear and trans red 1x1 cylinder plates. Right there. 29 degrees F there. It's 24 here. It is quite cold, and that is not including inside this house, which is 64. Well, this room. Alright, so this is a really cute little build. Mostly red, which is a pretty common color of parts, so not that big of a deal. Not really getting anything substantially new. But it's still cute. Lots of 1x2 clear bricks, which are always neat, always useful. So, not minifig scale, but still a nice, just a nice little build. I'm not sure that it's still in production, but this would make like a good kid's stocking stuffer kind of thing. Yep, my area is colder than part of Alaska right now. There we go. Alright. So that is the London bus. And now we move on to a set that I have been excited for since it was announced, or at least since the pictures came out. Which, speaking of Lego houses, some pictures of the Twilight house got leaked, and I'm probably going to get it, because it's a good-looking house set. I do not care about Twilight. I do not care about the characters. I don't care about anything like that. But it is a nice house build, and I do like Lego houses. Alright, so there's a 3-story alternate build. There is a single floor, you know, modern style, and then of course we have the interior for this one. Let's go ahead and get the parts out. Need a Frank Lloyd Wright series? The earliest, no, not the ELO song. I wish. The earliest architecture sets, many of them were Frank Lloyd Wright sets, houses. Like Falling Water. Ooh. Interesting. There was also the Roby House, which was a really nice set, which I got. What was it? The Palace Hotel from Japan, I think. I'm trying to think if there are others. So this is actually neat. You know, standard macaroni and cheese cheese packet. All right, let's see. There's 5. There's 9, 8, 4. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 6. That's probably 7. Yep. Okay. So 9 is the final one. There's 6. There's 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I do wonder if eventually they're going to make some more of the, like, new versions of some of those earlier buildings. Because, yeah, like, you know, if you missed Falling Water and you want Falling Water, it's expensive. It is an expensive set. That said, I don't think that it has any unusual pieces, so you could probably get the parts pretty easily. Download the instructions. The base plate would be the hard part these days, actually. That would actually be probably impossible in the same color, but you could do other colors. All right, Mino Trader, thank you very much for coming on out. Have a good rest of your evening. If you make it back before we finish as well, we'll say hi again. But yeah, I mean, there's other Frank Lloyd Wright buildings that they could definitely do. I think they need to be licensed. The architecture set this year is what is it? Trevier Square? Something like that? I think that's in London. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and make our minifigs. I don't know, I'll try to remember to post some pictures of this stuff on the Discord after the stream. I just got some khaki pants, a light lime green jacket. There we go. I do like this hairpiece. It's a really nice hairpiece. Get back here, hair. Alright, let's see. So starting out with a Technic brick. Where you live when they say snow, it either comes with hours of snow with no accumulation or becomes ice. Ooh, ice. So you can say ice, ice baby. Sad that one of your favorite flavored bottled water doesn't taste the same anymore? Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, hours of rain, no snow. I mean, ice just means that you skate to work. You know, get out those ice skates. Be like the Dutch. My mother has a pond with a fountain, and it has formed this giant pillar of ice around it. It's actually quite funny. Because it's been so cold. Like, we had a couple days get above freezing recently, and that was it. A couple days. And that was just during the day. pineapple coconut one. There we go. So I believe that this is going to be steps up to a side door here. And then some more. You know, they really should not have these curves. That's really dangerous. Alright, there we go. Next up. One by 4. 1 by 2. And then 1 by 8. And another 1 by 4. Okay. Get some tiles across the front here. So I think we might get a little bit more snow, probably not much accumulation tomorrow night, and then more on the weekend. Although it is also supposed to rain a little bit this weekend, so that's going to be very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Glad I'm not going anywhere. Alright. 1 by 1 tile with round end right there. Red dye number 3 has been banned. Yeah, I did see that news. It was so tasty. It tasted like red. Almost anything red or pink. Don't actually eat that much that's red or pink, so. Alright, we got a clear 1 by 4 tile here. There we go. One by 1 tiles with top clips. Nope, nope, you said anything. You said anything. Can't take it back. No take backsies. It is now in anything. I don't make the rules. Alright, I'm pretty sure that this is a stove of some sort. Okay. There we go. Alright, beige 1 by 1 bricks here. I'm sure they'll find other things. Alright. There we go. Okay. Right there. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are, really. Quite ubiquitous. Okay, so 4 1x4 bricks with side studs. Yellow 1x2 with side studs, and a 1x2 tile slope for the vent hood. Okay, and then get the paneling. I don't know why they used yellow instead of white for that 1x2 there. Okay, pretty sure that's going to go right there. Yep. So yeah, that's the hood for the stove. Love that I got to summon something in the FF9 episode this morning. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I was like, oh hey, why not? I got half MP early. Why not use it? Alright, black 1x1x3s. I'm also having fun with FF9, for sure. Okay, and now a door. Subsequent or subsequent? It's subsequent. I don't think I've ever said subsequent. I think that might be a more British way of saying it. Four, 5, and 6. American English tends to, if I remember correctly, American English tends to emphasize the first syllable, and British English has a tendency to he might have that might be a word that he read first. That is often something that happens where someone who has read a word a bunch gets it in their head. Or he might have gotten it from British television. I think that might be. I'll need a Brit to say. But no, common English pronunciation is subsequent. Alright. So, 2x2 tile with center cylinder tile with center stud, a small fez cone, 2x2 cylinder plate, and a 2x2 3x3 tile. Cylinder tile. That goes right there. Ugh, backless chairs. This is terrible. Why would you get a backless chair? What monster would buy a backless chair like this? There we go. 1x1 plate. 1x1x5 brick. 1x2x3 and 1x2x5 right there. And let me guess. Yep. 1x8 across. And a 1x1 brick right there. I think the last one you watched was Legend of Dragoons. That was Legend of Dragoon. That was pretty long ago, actually, I think. I watch them when I'm interested. I haven't been particularly interested in the current game that he's playing. Although that was advertised in AuldDragon magazines. Or the previous one, at least, was. There we go. Alright. Did I miss a dark gray 1x1 plate? Because I got 2. Hold on. So there's one here, obviously. Yep, I got that one. Nope. 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 And of course there is the one right there. I got that one. Howdy, Lil. How's it going? Yeah, no, it just has 2 extra 1x1 plates in dark gray. Interesting. Very interesting. But stupid. Actually, it's not. I like it. I like it in extra pieces. Alright. Spare parts. 1x1 plates in dark gray, beige, and yellow. 1x1 cylinder plate in dark gray. 1x1 cylinder tiles in dark blue and tan. And 1x1 tile with round end in black as our extra pieces. It's going well. Fixing everyone else's problems at work while no one fixes yours. I mean, that's basically how it's supposed to work. Someone's got to miss out on issues getting fixed. Alright, let's put the frames out of the way. At least you're paid for it. Indeed. Indeed. Being paid for it is by far the most important thing. Alright, let's see. So, 6 1x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Being paid for things, by far the most important thing ever. 9 pizzas. I want 9 pizzas. There goes your 8 o'clock cat stampede. I used to have that, well, I had that a couple times across my chest when I visited my sister once. at night while I was trying to sleep with 3 cats. I should get a pizza this weekend or something. I haven't had one in a little while. Everyone else gets 2 pizzas. 2 pizzas? Look, 2 pizzas like a snack, a light snack. Sitting here in VR working and they just go zooming by. All drowning in cats. Let me tell you, I was drowning in allergens, shall we say. I'm not much of one for the beach. In fact, I do not like the beach at all, really. But going to the beach when I was visiting her, definitely the best part of that trip. Because I could breathe. This was when I was like 20. Maybe even 19, something like that. Dyslexic Tank gifting 5 subs. Thank you very much. Wow, that's very generous. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'll put those in my pocket too. Hope everyone makes good use of those new emotes. And by new emotes, I mean all the old ones that I have not updated, because I have not updated any. I really should. I need to do some more. Need to think about it. Figure out what other emotes would be good. All right, have a little bench here. Tempted by this coupon you have for Greek pizza, feta, oven roasted, red pepper, Roma tomato, olives, and salami. I'd have like half of that. You celebrate with dancing dinos. Well, you could celebrate with Kaylee. Fairies are actually the best topping to put on ham. This is accurate, actually. I'm glad that you brought that up. No problem. Going back to lurking again? No problem either. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Enjoy your lurk. Unless it's a Meyer lurk, then you might not want to enjoy that part. Dinos are your favorite? Well, thanks again, Dyslexic Tank. I do appreciate that. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing with the studs there. Oh, okay, I think I know. Bookshelf. I think that'll be a bookshelf. Where's that emote from? That is from one of the, well, pretty much all of the Final Fantasy Legend, Seiken Densetsu, no, not Seiken Densetsu, Saga games for the Game Boy Advance, regular Game Boy. That is one of the enemy types that you can get in your party, of course. Don't mind helping wholesome people? Well, thank you. I do try to be wholesome. I do try to be wholesome. Especially in Crusader Kings. Especially in Crusader Kings. The most wholesome. That was a pretty fun series of LPs. If you haven't checked that out, I would recommend it. All right, let's see. Okay, 2x2 in dark blue with side studs, a lime green. I mean, it's a Medusa, so it's adorable, so, you know, that's one of the reasons. Nope. Who doesn't like Medusa, right? Right? You may have watched me and HC Bailey LP those games. You just purge the exact things from your brain for some reason. You don't remember you don't remember the chainsaw? Sad. I'm sad. The chainsaw. There we go. And slide that right in there for some books on the shelf, or maybe they're LPs. Who knows? Nope. Well, if you choose to go back and rewatch them at some point, you will be in for a treat. If I do say so myself. And I do. I do. I do say so myself. Alright, there we go. And right on there. Do I still have a ham for history? I haven't, like, deleted it, but I haven't been using it. I've had it turned off, just because it got... It didn't get used very much, for one thing. I did oftentimes forget to cycle out the book, but... so it didn't get used a whole lot after a while, and it got disruptive for certain games and stuff. But I can always bring it back at some point. Like, it's never... I consider it, suspended for now. Alright, get some coral pink. Two by two tiles with cutouts. Hams for Lego history. The problem is that tends to be visual. It could be done for this. Brain has limited space for memory. You choose to remember things like Final Fantasy, Soul Blazer, and Magic the Gathering stuff. I mean, but we're talking about Final Fantasy Legend. That's Final Fantasy. It's totally Final Fantasy. Not for your brain, apparently. Fair enough. Alright, let's see. Black 1x3 inverted tile. Black 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow studs. And black 1x1 with round clip. So actually, the this, I'm pretty sure that like a lot of the monster sprites and the treasure sprites, like the same people worked on Final Fantasy Mystic Quest and the Final Fantasy Legends, or at least some of them. So there's actually a lot of shared assets, even if the games are not the same. So I'm just saying, you know, there's definitely similarities that are worth remembering. Howdy, Kinshare, how's it going? This is a really neat little chair. I don't know how comfortable this would be. I feel like there would be a lack of back support here, but it's definitely an interesting chair. It be going. A little lack of back support there. But it's a really neat design. I like the use of these two pieces for the chair back. There we go. Alright, then we get a plant. Well, it does have the single best Final Fantasy I LP ever done. Every other LPer gets bored and becomes gross partway through the game. Only Ald's LP remains entertaining and watchable the entire way through. Well, thank you. I can understand boring, but I don't know about gross. Some, certainly. There are some people out there who do think that you always gotta have, like, the fart jokes or something, or even worse. Probably worse. Fart jokes can be amusing, at least. When done tastefully. Okay, and then get that. I gotta leave myself some space to put in some humor like that. There we go, nice little potted plant tree type thing. I do like the way that they do shelves these days. Those are pretty nice. Alright, spare parts. A white 1x1 plate. Clear 1x1 cylinder tile. Black 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Red 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Pink 1x1 quarter cylinder tile. And gold microfig. I mean, but you gotta deploy them at just the right time and stuff. That's the key. Bag number 3. Can't overdo it, for example. H.C. Bailey's done all of the early Final Fantasies. I'm actually surprised he has not done Dragon Quest 7 or 8 yet. I never would have expected to have done both of those first. Alright, let's see. White 1x8. You think he did them already? I don't think so. Don't have enough to feed the dragon. Here's a light meal for me. Oh, thank you. I will treasure those hams for the moments it takes to eat them. Nom 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 nom. You think he did them already? I don't think he did either of them. I suppose it is possible I missed it. I mean, I've been subscribed to him since he started doing the early Dragon Quest games, and I don't think he has. Also kind of surprised that he never did 11. There's a pair of 3x3 corner plates there. Only Final Fantasy game H.C. Bailey hasn't done is FF11 and FF14 for obvious reasons. Well, he hasn't done 16 yet. Did he do... Oh, yeah, he did do 15. That's right. I don't think I watched that one because I watched Get Dave play that one. And it is not a game that I particularly enjoyed. I haven't played it myself. I just didn't really care for it. He only has playlists up to Dragon Quest VI. That's what I thought. I'm very curious why he has not done the other two, other than just, like, not gotten around to it, I suppose, but... There we go, we got that in there. Another large window. But thou must, indeed. Don't think he's done X2 or 13.2 or 3. I will definitely be doing 10.2 after, not necessarily right after, but at some point after 10. I've actually not watched an LP of Final Fantasy 13 yet. Or played it. I do own it, but I never played it. Go figure. I do wonder when we're going to get some solid information about Dragon Quest 12. There we go, get that wall on there. Your 10.2 requires 2 to 3 full playthroughs to get everything, though? I mean, I won't necessarily get everything. I'm not going to get Excalibur 2 in Final Fantasy 9. I don't always do everything, but... Just have to wait for the timer to overflow? Yeah. Doesn't that take like 2 years? You guys really want the LP to take that long? I already put in a lot of time in the game, alright? If you know, you know. You can get everything for 100% in 10.2 in one playthrough, but you need to be following a precise guide. Oh, I will almost certainly be doing that, but it'll depend on what exactly is necessary. Like, there are some things that I will not... I just won't do. Like, there's a really good chance that I am not going to get everything in in 10. There's a really good chance that I will not get everything in 10. I'm going to try to do better at Blitzball, but I hate the minigame, and I was terrible at it in 2. Isn't there a secret weapon you can get? Yeah, but you can also do that on New Game Plus. And it's 12 hours. Yeah, it's crazy. You have to get to basically the end game in 12 hours. It's actually probably easier on this version of the game because you've got the speed up. And you can turn off random encounters and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not doing that. Love the Blitzball game in FF10. You were good at it once, figured out the rules. I was terrible at it. I expect to be terrible at it again. I do not expect to be good. But if I do manage to figure it out this time, then I will get, I will try to do that, but at the same time, if I'm terrible at it and I do not have fun, then I'm not doing it, and it'll just be a case of I'm not going to do it. Like, I may not get Lulu's weapon either. Again, it depends. Never cared for Blitzball. It's a neat idea, but it wasn't executed well, in your opinion? I've never been a sports person anyway, so... Like, it was very much like, you want me to play sports in my JRPG. One of the things that I do to avoid sports. Yeah, probably not. I actually think that would be easier for me to do than the Blitzball, actually. Go figure. Alright, so here is part of the house. I really like the look of this. This is really nice. Really nice design. Got a side door there. Nice high-ceilinged building room here to lounge around in. Big chandelier up there. Bookshelf, comfortable chair. Definitely a very modern style, room there. And then the kitchen down below. Pretty nice. No sink in there, though. Alright, let's see. Next up. So we will put that aside, because this is kind of modular. You know, Bahamut, I am not surprised. I think I could have guessed at that. Lots of plates, a couple doors. Reminds you of the Friends Furniture Store build. A bit different ceiling, though. Yeah, yeah. Definitely some influence. Like, the nice thing about this set is that if you just get rid of the two minifigs, you've got a great Friends design right there. No, I'm just that good, Bahamut. I'm just that good. And the same thing goes for Friends stuff. You get rid of the Friends figs, the mini dolls, and you've got great minifig stuff with some minor exceptions. Remember the bed fits on the high wall? I mean, that was display, so it's not for actually sleeping on. Lime green 1x8 brick back here. That's very weird. But yeah, it's like, that's one of the reasons why I'm definitely going to get the Twilight house, because it's a really nice looking set. I do not care at all about Twilight, but good looking Lego houses? Sign me up for that. I'll try to remember to post a picture on the Discord tonight after the stream. There we go. A little bit of a continuation from the kitchen there. 1x1x3, 1x6. There we go. Okay, pair of 1x2x3 windows. Alright, and gray side stud pieces. 1x2 brick up there. They're offset, so that does lock that all together. Not exactly sure why they haven't put anything on the bottom just yet. Do I dismantle the various beds in a set, or do those parts get to stay together? Oh, I dismantle everything. There's no reason to keep a bed together, because I can put it back together pretty easily if I decide to make a house or building that utilizes that kind of construction. Remember talking about this elsewhere, but you remember in the early 2000s, someone had been working on an FF6 fan sequel, but couldn't release it and was sad because, you remember, it looked awesome? Well, yeah, I mean, it's intellectual property. It's pretty obvious that it would not get released. Like, I get that, you know, this looks awesome, but the thing is, if someone can make an awesome sequel to Final Fantasy VI, they can make an awesome standalone game. And they should probably do that, and then make some money on it. I'm not, like, I've never been one of those ones who's like, oh man, big companies are being so terrible, preventing these cool, awesome fan-made sequels from being released. Because it's like, I get why the companies are doing that. It makes sense to me. And it is their intellectual property. I mean, I don't... Like, there's an element of I don't understand why anyone continues to do that when it's really obvious that pretty much every company is going to say, no, 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 no. Why do people keep doing that? Yeah, I don't know. ASM2R still better than what Nintendo made? ASM2R? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Think he may have gone on to do other things? Yeah, that's good. Good for him, then. People make fan games for the same reasons they make fan fiction and doujinshi. Another Super Metroid remake. Got it. I mean, like, yeah, but there's... fan fiction is never monetized, for one thing. Oops. I mean, except for the times when all of the IP is scrubbed out. And there is a big difference between fan fiction and fan games. You meant the Metroid 2 fan remake? I mean, but why not just make a separate Metroidvania game and sell it? Fan art is one thing, but games and stuff? Yeah, I mean, it's a little, like... There is a difference. There is a difference. Like, certain types of fan fiction will get shut down, can get shut down too. But the thing is like, it's like things are usually in a different medium. Like, if you do fan fiction for a game, most of the companies don't care because that's like, it's not in the same medium. But it's like, you can't make fan anime and do your whole, you know, your own 26-episode series of Slayers, but you can write a short little comic book that's 30 pages. You can write some fan fiction. You can do art because it's a different. So often it's a different medium. So that's the kind of thing that it basically boils down to, is whether it's in the same medium and thus competes with it or not. Yeah, I mean, if it's out of copyright, then it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. At that point, there is nothing stopping it. And there is nothing that should stop it. Other than, like, you know, potentially being in bad taste. Well, it's entirely possible that they weren't aware of it until someone's tried to monetize it. And there are times when... You know, so again, like, there's a difference between, you know, a quick little sequel. Like, if I made a 20, 30-minute fan-made game in RPG Maker based on Final Fantasy VI, you know what? They probably aren't going to care. They probably are not going to care if I'm not selling it. If I'm just putting it out for free on the internet, just, hey, I made this thing to have some fun. But if I try to make a massive epic game, then yeah, I think they're going to care. Like how Tintin, Popeye, and the original Mickey Mouse are free to do what you want now. Right. But there are a lot of elements that are still in copyright, and there is a lot that it is going to be really hard to actually use any of those in something new. The main thing that ends up happening with like, I could get the source, files for, video for Steamboat Willie, and I can put out my own Blu-ray of it, my own DVD of it, kind of thing. We can do that. But it's going to be really hard to actually use Mickey in something. Because there's, even if there isn't anything derivative in that, they're going to sue anyway and claim that there is. Some places are a lot more litigious about that as well. Like the Arthur Conan Doyle estate is extremely litigious. The Arthur Conan Doyle estate is actually they're arguably worse than Disney. Arguably worse than Disney. So keep that in mind. If you think Disney's bad, the Doyle estate is worse. Like Disney actually gets blamed for a lot of the copyright stuff, and it oftentimes ends up actually being like someone else, like the Doyle estate. Okay, there's a tile there, so these just slide together. There we go. I mean, there's a difference between arguably worse and the other rights holders are Perfect Angels. I mean, I'm not saying that Disney has not done terrible things for copyright. Alright, so white 1x1 tile, dark pink 7-petal flower, brown small 3-stem plant, and a black friction pin. But I think, so basically, Disney has the power to get more changes to laws, but I think the Doyle estate is more litigious, is my understanding. I mean, they sued about Enola Holmes, the Netflix movie, claiming that they still held the copyright to Sherlock Holmes's emotions. Yeah, there's still some copyrighted Doyle stuff. Like the very last Sherlock Holmes stuff is still under copyright. Emotions, yes. That is why they sued Netflix. They claimed that they still held the copyright to Sherlock Holmes's emotions. What are friction pins for? So, friction pins will... Let's see, do I have one in here? No. Okay. I should have a regular pin in here. Yes, I do. All right. It's a regular pin and friction pin. Okay. So friction pins do what they sound like. They have friction. So put these two together. There is this one pin. It does not move. It can move, But if you do this, it stays in place. If you replace that with a regular pin, this is just a regular Technic pin, so there we go. So it moves freely. So the friction pin has friction on it, specifically so that these beams don't move freely. Now, they do move. They do move freely, but they need to be moved. They will not move under gravity. So that's the difference between a friction pin and a regular pin. All teaches a class about coefficient of friction. Exactly. Some guy who had a play in the 90s was in litigation with the estate for decades because he refused to grease their palm. They ruined him. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, one of the differences is that like Disney as a company will oftentimes not do something like that because there would be bad publicity for doing it. And they also, like, so they would be more inclined to cut a reasonable deal with the person in question. But the Doyle estate, you know, and Disney gets, like, one of the reasons that they are litigious is because they're protecting their copyright. Like, they own these things, and they want to use them for things, and they want to hold on to that. And there's an element of that is fair. Like, that's fair. To an extent, at least. The Doyle estate is not a company that has other properties. Like, Arthur Conan Doyle's books is what they have. Disney did make a daycare remove wall mural. I mean, so, again, but McDonald's sued, the famous lawsuit about the lady who spilled coffee on herself. You put it like that, and it sounds like a frivolous lawsuit. When you then go on to explain that she needed skin grafts because of the coffee that she spilled on her, then it becomes more like, I understand why this happened. So, like, Disney made a daycare removal wall mural. I'd want more information before I say that's too far. It could be. Absolutely could be. 100% could be. But that is definitely one of those things that kind of, like, it needs more context. Right, but it doesn't matter whether she did something dumb. She shouldn't have needed skin grafts. Coffee should not be that hot. And they knew about that. They knew how hot they were keeping their coffee. Like, that is the classic frivolous lawsuit example that is not a frivolous lawsuit by any means at all. Spilling hot coffee on yourself should make you uncomfortable and embarrassed. Not need skin grafts. McDonald's had already made payouts for previous coffee burns. Exactly. Like, they knew that they were doing it. They knew that it was dangerous. This wasn't some, like, it was just accidentally too hot this one day. They were intentionally keeping it hot to try and make the coffee last longer, kind of thing. You should not need skin grafts for accidentally spilling coffee on yourself. That's the key. So, that, like, anytime someone is... I tend to be one of those who's like, I want more information when someone is like, look at this terrible thing that someone did. Like, you can see that with people in Congress frequently saying, we're paying people to study the mating habits of bears. And it's oftentimes a heck of a lot more detailed than that and more vital. Like, there's actually information that we're learning. And then, of course, there's other things where something will lead, like, through a chain of things, started with something that could sound frivolous, and all of a sudden, now you have the cure for cancer. Not through your clothing. You should not need skin grafts. Even, like, you should not need skin grafts for spilling hot coffee or soup or anything else, because that's supposed to go into your mouth. Like, you eat that. You ingest that. You should not need skin grafts for spilling any commercial product on yourself. Wonder how long the Doyle estate will survive on intimidation thuggery once the last story goes public domain? Well, I mean, at that point, there's not a whole lot that they can do. Other than commission new books that they have copyright on. Which they definitely could do. And they should do. I mean, like, that would be a way to continue to make money off of the property. Because those new stories would be copyrighted. And if you are continuing to produce those things, you can actually trademark some of those elements. And that would be another way to get people, prevent people from being able to use your intellectual property. And there's a lot of valid ways to keep making use of intellectual property. Very modern building, nightmare to heat and cool. I mean, if the windows are double pane glass and they're not facing directions where they're getting a whole lot of like sun at certain times of the day or year, and made with appropriate materials for insulation and stuff like that, it's probably not too bad. All things considered. All things considered. Just like NPR. All things considered. Black 1x6 tile here. Awful lot of ifs. Yeah, but like some of those are pretty standard ifs. Because a lot of that gets dictated by building codes and things like that. If they've done this, a federal trademark lasts 10 years from the date of registration with a potentially unlimited number of 10-year renewal terms. So every 10 years, the owner of a federal trademark registration must renew it with the U.S. patent. Yeah. Yeah, so they could do, I don't, like, there are rules and regulations on what you can trademark and how you can trademark. Like, I don't think I could just go out and trademark AuldDragon. I don't know that I could do that. I think you tend to need to show that you're using it in some way or something like that, but I'm not positive. I mean, I am by no means a trademark lawyer. But I think even with a trademark, if something is out of copyright, like Hound of the Baskervilles, if that's out of copyright, then I think that I can publish that even if there are elements that are trademarked. New places, high ceilings, you're dreading your first gas bill. Get a heat pump. Then it's just electric. And then you can get, like, solar panels and stuff. My mother is looking at a new gas heater, a water heater. And I'm trying to convince her to get an electric. Moved to Erie, Pennsylvania, lots of snow. Modern heat pumps are pretty good. Alright, so, fun thing about this is that there's a sliding glass door, which is really cool. I like that. Alright. Spare parts, we got bright orange 5-petal flowers, a 3-leaf plant in bright green, and clear 1x1 tile. I mean, like, solar panels are getting really cheap in comparison, like, comparatively really cheap, comparatively really efficient, like, at a really fast rate. So, combine with, like, offshore wind, some geothermal, making sure that the power grid is hooked up to other areas where, you know, outside of your weather area and stuff like that. You can make a really efficient power grid across a large area. Of course, if you're doing AI crap, that's going to change the calculus a bit. Yeah, there we go. In 1989, Disney sued 3 daycare centers in Hallandale, Florida for unauthorized use of their characters, which were depicted in 5-foot murals on the buildings. The centers, including a very important baby's daycare, were forced to remove the murals to avoid legal action. Well, right, but that doesn't say how they were using them. Howdy, Ice7, how's it going? Yeah, unfortunately, the house that I am in has a lot of trees, and not great sun-facing sections of the roof. It's very unfortunate, so solar panels would not be terribly efficient here. you remember correctly, they had them as decor because kids like those characters. Yeah, I mean, again, sometimes they do go too far. Not saying that they don't. I just tend to want more, I guess we're not putting that on yet. I do tend to want more information before I jump to a judgment on whether they are going too far. Or at least hear about it from someone who does know about whether it's too far or not. Their business, the argument could be that they profit from using the Disney IP. Exactly, yeah. Like, that's the thing that I'm thinking of, is, like, if that is being a draw for customers, you know, that there are these Disney characters, and especially from a legal point of view, if there could be confusion that Disney is authorizing this, that Disney is endorsing this place, you know, what happens if there's, like, you know, children get killed there through negligence, and now it becomes like the Disney daycare killed kids kind of thing, you know? I mean, that is absolutely one of the things that they're concerned, you know, that they think about and they get concerned about. And in a case like that, you know, I mean, like, it may seem draconian, over the top, but when you put it like that, it makes more sense that they would be concerned about that. Oh, poop. They white one by one in there. Not arguing for them, just what little you remember of it. No. Honestly, didn't mean to keep that from me. Yeah, no, what? You're good, Dyslexic Tank. Did I indicate something? Or did I miss a question? You're perfectly fine, Dyslexic Tank. Oh, yeah, you did miss a question. Alright, sorry. There's been a lot of, You're actually a knight in real life. Can we still be friends? Yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly fine. I mean, you know, as long as you're not trying to rescue the princesses that are my natural diet, you know, I mean, I gotta eat too. I gotta eat too. Perfectly happy to be friends with a knight. Just let me have my my tasty princesses. A couple of windows here. Make sure you bring some ham when you come to visit. Go. 1 by 1 by 3s. Alright, 3 1 by 4s. I mean, we are definitely an overly litigious society. Saying that, there are definitely things that, you know, the law and lawsuits are supposed to exist to protect you. Like, not really protect you from, but allow you to get recompense for things. Like, both of those can be true. Going back to lurking. Princesses. Ald only eats the spare princesses. Royals don't need 4th or 5th daughters, do they? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot fewer these days, so so sometimes I do need to dip into those 1st or 2nd ones. But, you know. I mean, obviously, if they're pregnant, I throw them back. Ald must be sad Middleton only had sons. I mean, she could still have daughters. And that goes right there. There's quite a few of these. 1x1s rather than 1x2s here. No longer permitted to summon you. Eating the princesses is a no-go. Wow, Bahamut just wants me to starve. It's terrible. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. You just want me to die of starvation. What is that gray patch about? So that's going to be like this. I assume you mean. I'm guessing it's going to be a shower, but I'm not sure yet. Like, it's definitely stonework of some kind, and this is going to be the bedroom. Other foodstuffs like ham, yes, but I need princesses to survive. Ham, I need to survive as well. But I can't live on one alone. Without doing an involved deep dive, looks like the consensus is it was about trademark protection. Yeah, I mean... So, like, there's a... Do you remember, Universal suing Nintendo over Donkey Kong? We watched the movie Nosferatu the other night while out on a date. Movie was good, nice, and terrifying. One prediction you had came true, but you were not expecting it to come true that way. I have not seen that movie myself. I've heard decent things about it, though. Royalty have special nutrients dragons need. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, like, when Nintendo brought Donkey Kong over to the US, and it became big, like a super popular arcade game, Universal sued Nintendo for copyright infringement for, over King Kong. But Nintendo was able to successfully show that there were tons and tons and tons of businesses in Japan that were known as something Kong, because Kong had just come to mean ape or gorilla in Japan by that point. Because Universal hadn't done anything to protect their trademark in that way. So that is a good example of why, why would Why would Disney sue this or threaten legal action against that daycare to protect their IP so it doesn't become genericized? Donkey Kong is a different gorilla than Big Bad King Kong. Right, but, like, in Japan by that point, Kong just meant gorilla. So you could, like, go to Japan and there were dry cleaners with, you know, that used the word Kong in it with a picture of an ape or gorilla. And it was just all over the place. That was just... It had become genericized because the company hadn't done anything to protect it, and it was only once it got big, and they were able to show that. It was only once it became big that Universal tried to do anything about it. And so Nintendo won. No, but if, like, Universal had a legitimate argument if they had started earlier. Universal would have been in the right if they had started enforcement a lot earlier. That's the problem. They didn't. They didn't care about it until it became big, and thus it did cost them... I mean, I don't know that it cost them the you know, like, rights and stuff like that, but it did cost them that lawsuit. Well, chances are they would have been enforcing it on other companies, you know, other people in Japan first, and then Nintendo would have just called it something completely different, and it would not have been anything related to Kong. So they probably would have got, you know, like, the name would probably be completely different at that point. Get a rubber ducky right here. It's rubber ducky, you're the one. Interesting story. Nosferatu, the OG one, triggered a copyright issue back in the day with Bram Stoker's estate, and was either daughter or granddaughter wanted to initially get some revenue from the movie sales, but sadly the movie was a flop, so settled on trying to destroy every last copy. Yes, but they failed. We actually have really lucked out that they failed to destroy all the copies. But yeah, like, Nosferatu is very much an almost one-to-one retelling of Bram Stoker's Dracula. 5 reasons Prince's population control is a good thing. Exactly. Alright, so spare parts. Gray and white 1x1 plates. Gray 1x1 tile with keypad print. Gray 1x1 cylinder tile. And coral 1x1 tile with round end. 1. Prevent overpopulation. Without predators or controlled hunting, princess populations can grow rapidly. Overpopulation can lead to ecological imbalances. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We'll say this about the movie. Murnau would be bloody proud of the latest remake. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I've heard good things. Alright, next bag. Bag number 7. Willem Dafoe is, like, always good. Is there anything that he has not been good in? 2, food scarcity. Too many princesses in one area can deplete their food sources, e.g. enchanted apples, tea sandwiches. This leads to starvation and poor health from the princess population. Very true. It's very true. These are all important concerns. Gotta worry about that princess ecology. Even if a movie is trash, Defoe is good? Yeah. Sure we can find something he phoned in. Even when he's phoning it in, he's probably good. It's like, you know, you can watch a really bad movie with Ben Kingsley, and he's good in it given the material. Like, he may not have anything to work with. The material may be terrible, but he is going to, by God, be the best that he can. 3, habitat damage. Overgrazing by princesses can harm ecosystems, including other plant and animal species that rely on the same magical forest. It's very true. 4, human safety. Larger princess population increases the likelihood of princess carriage collisions and damage to royal gardens. This is all very good points, and they are very important to keep in mind. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Disagree about Ben, see Iron Man 3. Well, I haven't seen Iron Man 3, but... And I probably won't. Not out of any reason other than just, like, I don't care. These houses are nicer than most real dwellings these days. Yeah, I know. It's almost as if LEGO doesn't need to care about NIMBYs and stuff. Almost. Almost. God, I saw that they're... The fires in LA, which are terrible, and so many people are suffering and losing homes and everything like that. But they're like the law that, or the they've just passed a something to get, you know, to speed up rebuilding. But it's like you can basically only rebuild exactly what was there before. You can't like increase density to get, I don't know, more housing. There's no steps for further fire mitigation and stuff like that. It's like, learn some lessons, perhaps? Guys are just prejudiced towards princes? Hey, look, they don't have the same same nutrients, Lil Bunny. And 5, the last one, maintaining balance. Regulated hunting helps control the princess population to a level that the environment can sustainably support, promoting healthier fairy tale kingdoms overall. It's all very true. Those are excellent, excellent points, Dyslexic Tank. Who knew forest management was so important? Everyone, actually. But, like, part of the problem in LA is that a lot of these, the houses that are burning, like, the reason that people are building these areas that are less safe for building is because there aren't as many, like, they're not allowed to do increased density in areas that are safer from fires. Princes exist to feed the local ogre populations. Yeah, there you go. That is precisely it. It's so true. So true, Kinshare. Actually, that goes the other way. There we go. Make sure you have the right tags for hunting. Oh, I always do. I always do. Sure, the mansion owners were sad they couldn't get a 3-bedroom and had to settle. I mean, there are non-mansion houses that have burned too. Don't princes usually kill whatever they go up against? I mean, those are only the successful ones, Little Bunny. You don't get stories about the ones who get eaten. Yeah, but there are also other ways to poke fun at rich jerks. They're like, rich jerks, weird, I know, but they have a tendency to do all kinds of awful things that are very, very easy to poke fun about. Been on a big Shadowrun kick lately, and again, you made a rather decent giant character, and now your brain is taking away making shapeshifter characters. Okay. So this is actually a really neat way of doing it. Not a fan of the clips part. Like, because the clips are very visible, so I'm not a fan of that. It might be something necessary up top here, but not down here, I think. There that goes. Okay, that is right there in the middle. Auld criticizes modern architecture movements. Yes, I do. Terribly. It's terrible. Definitely criticizing modern architecture by complaining very, very slightly about the way a Lego set is built. Very, very slightly. The slightest of complaints. Maple syrup. But is it made with real Canadians? That's the question. Alright. Maybe I should have said that Canadian hockey team. Oh no, Dragon with a sugar rush! Alright. So yeah, that's a shower. There's no actual separation between the shower and the bedroom, which seems iffy. Seems a little iffy. Also, I do want to say that if you're building a house, you should probably not have giant windows opening onto the shower. That is oftentimes considered a no-no. oftentimes. Yeah, but you don't usually know what the owner likes before the house is built. All right, so a gold spigot and a tan 1x1 tile. All right, so we're not done yet, but a very cool house so far, I think. Feels a little sparsely decorated. I think that, like, if this weren't a 3-in-1, we would probably get a more detailed interiors and stuff like that. But that's okay. Like, it does mean that there's more that you can decorate yourself. But that would also be a more expensive set, I'm sure. Alright, so let's get bag number 8. Now we're doing the outside. I'd like your Shadowrun giant character. He knows one does not mess with dragons. His CEO is a dragon. I mean, obviously, dragons would be CEOs. Wait. No. No. Dragons would not be CEOs. Dragons fully support taxing the rich. We are very, very poor. Windows that you can see through into the shower. Like, windows are definitely common, but you'll oftentimes get, like, frosted glass, or, you know, definitely curtains, if the window can open. There's a whole bunch of, kind of no-nos with, with bathroom and shower windows and stuff like that. Like, oftentimes there'll be, like, maybe high windows that you can't actually look in or out, depending on the position of the bathroom. I mean, if it's a second floor, like, a second floor is a little bit less of an issue, but you wouldn't want these big windows, these big, open windows that are really easy to see in from anywhere. Alright, let's see. Move that. Most of your bathrooms have been interior ones? Yeah, so if something's interior, then you do need ventilation. Like, there does have to be ventilation. There's usually a fan or something like that that you can run. Like, ventilation is important for bathrooms. See, I did learn some things about architecture, even though I didn't end up going into it. And another one there. 1x3 brown, tan plate with round ends. I mean, a lot of it depends on when the building is, when the house is built, what the architecture style is. There's a lot of things, but you usually do not have big picture windows opening onto your bathroom. That's usually a no-no. It's usually a no-no. Couple more half tiles here. There we go. Alright. Dark gray. 2 nougat 2x2s, and another dark gray 2x4. Like, it can also depend on where the building is built. Like, if it's well screened, you might get more lights. If the house is like up on a hill, like if looking up at the house basically meant that you were like looking up at this angle kind of thing, then that might be okay too. But at the same time, these windows don't really open. So, saw one house where they had a shower big enough for you and your 5 closest friends. Didn't have windows though. No, I mean, there are some people who like a big ol' shower. And that does mean lots of space to move around. I stayed at a weird little hotel in Egypt that had it was basically like a 6-room hotel kind of thing that was probably a converted floor of either an apartment building or office building or something like that. And the bathroom and the shower were in the same, like, you open the door to go into the shower bathroom, where there was no separation between them. Like, there was no shower stall, or you could say that the shower stall had a toilet in it. It was very weird. Made for an interesting way of, like, if I was staying there alone, it would have been a little bit easier, but I was not staying alone. Made for an interesting time changing after showering, since you were worried that anything that you brought in would get wet. You'd love a larger shower. You're taller than your shower head. Okay, 2x2. It would be nice to have a tub size for tall people. Unfortunately, most tubs are designed for people 8 inches shorter than you. Oh, let's see. 2 1x2 panels. There we go. 1x4 tile. Right there. Okay, interesting swimming pool. I think this is supposed to be a swimming pool. It could just be a pond, like a non-swimming pool. not sure. Like, the fact that it doesn't have a ladder or steps in does make me think that this is more of a pond. But I don't know. It seems weird to have a pond like this. It seems like it would be more of a swimming pool. Like one of those small ones that, they could just do, like, laps in or something. Alright, let's see. One by one here. That's more, garage door groove bricks. Okay, and tan 4x6 half tile. Okay, and that fits right on there. Two by two, 1x2 tiles. There we go. Wonder how expensive it'd be to build a house over a small lake. More expensive than not, that's for sure. It depends on the lake, and like a lot of the lakes, you'd actually have problems getting permits for that. Wonder if there's a Lego-loving dragon in Shadowrun? Yes, there is. There absolutely is. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Of course there is. There has to be. There we go. Okay, and then the inner corner there. 4x4. Dragon Wargamer with massive army collections. I mean, you gotta do something with all of your horde. There we go. So a pool right by the beach. 100 bits. All right, you're going to bed. You have a great stream, and the rest of Ian's good night. All right, thank you very much, Dyslexic Tank. Thank you very much for those bits. I really do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your evening. Hope you enjoyed the stream as well. Thank you very much for coming on out. Let's see, a gray 1x1 plate right there. This is like right up against the sand. Oop, this goes right here. And a dark gray, a 1x1 cylinder brick right there. Dragon whose entire magic horde is Magic the Gathering cards. Maybe it's more of a small pool to clean the sand off of you. I think that's a little bit too large for that. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to... Oh, alright. There's space between here that I thought was indicating a rise rather than space. I don't know. You wouldn't necessarily want to swim in like salt water if you're for exercise and stuff like that, or if you were training to be an Olympic swimmer or something like that. Oops, missed that one right over here. There we go. All right, so 1x1 quarter cylinder tile in beige as extra piece. Silvish Proctor, happy almost birthday! Congratulations! Alright, so this will slide right in there. And these are axle pins, so they're not actually going to click in, they just slide in. So it's very easy to slide back out. I'm pretty sure we're going to be locking it in with something. Turning 17, happy birthday! Hope you're excited. Let's move that back there. You feel old? Don't worry. You have many, 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 many years yet before you're old. I remember back in my day. Oh, it was so long ago. Back in my day, we used DOS. We had to type everything in. CD /... CMD. Alright, let's see. So, okay, I see. 2x2 a tile. That is why we did not put anything on down there. 2x2 a tile there to lock that in. 2x2 half tile there. There. Where's the other one? There it is. I mean, if you want to have a really good time with DOS, really good time, Deltree. Best command. Best command. Don't you forget it. Deltree star. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. Remember when you had to run all your programs from the external drives? Yeah, I remember back in my day when there was just floppy disks, literally floppy. You could fan yourselves with them. Deltree star, yes. Go try it right now. In your day, you had to type on paper, and heaven help you if you made a typo. Abort, retry, fail. ABF. ARF. Back in your day, you had Peter Graves as an evil sorcerer trying to turn lizard men into Sawhagen. And this is biography. Alright, let's go ahead and make some cute little lawn chairs. What did that do? So, yes, it deletes everything. So, del, D-E-L, is delete. Del tree is delete a directory tree. Star is the wildcard, i.e. every file dot every extension. It deletes everything. Do not do that. They actually removed Deltree from DOS after a time because of dangers like that. I'm pretty sure you can't do that in... like, Windows has a lot of... Like, if you go to a command prompt, Windows has a lot of DOS commands in it. I'm pretty sure it does not have that one. Why would that even be a thing? So, alright, so, the reason Deltree exists is because otherwise, like, you can't delete folders that have files in them. Like, if you create a folder called folder, it's just called folder, and you put a file in it, and then you go to the, up a level in the directory tree, and you say del folder, it'll say that it's not. I don't remember exactly what the commands, what the result is, but it'll say that basically it'll say that the folder's not empty, so you can't delete it. So you have to go in there and delete star.star, and so like if you have nested folders, so you have folder, and inside that you have 1984, and inside that you have January, and inside that you have the 1st. And you have files in every single one of those. If you do not have Deltree, you have to go into each and every folder and delete all the files, and then delete the folder, and then come down a level, go into all the other files, and delete all the others. Deltree is the only way to delete all of that at once. But if you do star.star, it grabs everything. Alright, let's see. That one will go right there. That one will go right there. Like, Deltree isn't actually... is a really, really good tool. Like, once you have a file browser interface, then you don't need that anymore. But without that, it is... Like, before I learned Deltree, having to delete... You know, like before there was really an installation for computer games where they, like, had dependencies and stuff like that, and they all just sat in a folder and you can move it anywhere you wanted. It was not fun to have to delete that when you were finished playing the game and you wanted more space on your hard drive. It was incredibly tedious. Get an idea for a Shadowrun magician, Egyptian artist who uses his sculptures as housing for spirits? How often was I the evil one with that one? I was never evil with that one. Why would I be? Like, that's like burning down someone's house. Like, if you did something like that, you are a monster. You really are. I would only joke about it with people who knew what I was talking about. Some kids, perhaps, but that's a really mean kid. Or a kid who doesn't understand things. So I've definitely told this story, but I was at a computer camp once, and there was a kid there who accidentally formatted someone's computer, someone else's computer, and he said that, like, in his defense, he liked Macs better because they gave you 3 prompts. There were a lot of computer camps and stuff like that back then. It was like for summer camp, but learning programming and stuff like that. So the kid was like, this is why I like Macintosh better, because it'll give you 3 prompts before actually formatting. Here, I'll show you. And he went to someone else's computer, which was a Macintosh, and started the process of formatting. And he's like, see, here's the first one. Here's the second one. Well, the second one didn't clear right away, so let me click that again, and then it took it for the third one and started formatting. I can laugh because it wasn't my computer. Alright, Not a Rogue AI, have a good rest of your evening. It was pretty impressive. The hubris of it was pretty impressive. Yeah, I don't know whose machine that was or anything like that. It wasn't. Those weren't people that I really knew. I was there with a friend of mine, but I didn't know anyone else. It did become a running joke amongst the people there that he did that. I also think I broke my foot there. So I've never been diagnosed as having broken a bone, but I'm pretty sure I have broken a bone twice. Once was my foot there. I was on, like, we were staying in some dorm rooms. It was a college. And I was on the top bunk. This was like the first day. I just got in, put my stuff down, got up on the top bunk, and then it was like, all right, we're going to go do something. I don't know, probably like orientation or something like that. So I like, you know, hop jumped. I mean, like, it wasn't like standing up and jumping down, but you know, I like didn't take the ladder. It was like 14 or something. So I like slid off, hop off the top bunk onto the floor, which was carpeted, but had no padding. Which I didn't know. Didn't know it had no padding. And just landed hard, and I was limping the entire rest of the time. Like, it was terrible. I was in a lot of pain, but so I'm pretty sure I broke my foot. Cherry goes inside the drink cup there. Flames back here. I can laugh about it now, but it was like it was a fun week that I was there, but like imagine going someplace that you expect to have a lot of fun and then you're limping and your foot hurts the entire time. And like this was at a college, and it was not a college that was like commutable from where I lived. So we were left, you know, like my friend and I were left there for the week by our parents, and so it wasn't exact. Like, I just had to deal with it. Just had to deal with it. I don't know how much I complained, and it would have just been like a fracture. Like those heal pretty well. I mean, my mother has broken multiple bones recently as an elderly lady, all fractures, and it has generally taken her a week to go get them looked at. So it was that kind of thing. I mean, it might not have been a fracture. It might have just been like a bruised bone or something. I don't know. Point was, I was in a lot of pain. Not like a whole lot of pain. It was just like, it hurt to walk. So I tried not to walk as much as possible. Once fractured your right elbow as a kid, tried to pedal standing up, and you ended up flipping and landed on your elbow? Oof. So the other time that I think I may have broken a bone was, it was winter. I was taking my sled to go sled somewhere, and there was some black ice at the top of a black asphalt path down a steep hill. I didn't go down the hill, but I was at the top and just whoop, boom, right onto my butt, and I think I broke my coccyx. Think I did. I don't know for sure. It never got diagnosed, but man, like, that hurt for days, for sure. And then I'd periodically get pain there for years afterwards, so. You almost snapped your neck sledding? Well, unless you actually injured yourself. Doesn't count. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, being a kid can be dangerous. Being a kid, it can be dangerous. Am I making 2 of these? I bet I'm making 2 of these. No, I'm not. All right. Alright, let's see. 9 of these with friction pins. Nine friction pins. 9 friction pins? Oh yeah, alright. Alright, so the top has a friction half pin in dark gray. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, there we go. Accidentally hit a tree going backwards downhill. Took a good several minutes before you could even open your eyes, let alone move. Oof. Yeah. Well, my mother, not too long ago, slipped on wet grass taking the recycling out on a hill outside our house, and fractured her her leg that way, so. Once we're overly energetic, once upon a time, Face dove into a coffee table, probably why your left nostril is prone to bleeding randomly. Well, they can take care of that now, at least. That is something that they can take care of. I had, there was a time when I was getting frequent nosebleeds, and just cauterized the wound, the like, blah. They cauterized the vein in the nose that kept bleeding, so. Well, the other times she's broken things recently have been on her trips, so. Not too long ago, you dropped your air compressor on your foot and hurt like crazy, and your foot swelled up bad. Ooh, yeah, that might have been a, that could have been a break. That's what happened to my mother. Her foot and leg swelled up pretty bad, too. But I suppose if it didn't, like, hurt, like, putting it up and stuff like that, it probably wasn't a break. Probably was just a sprain. Like, one of the times my mother broke something, she was with a doctor friend of hers, and her doctor friend was like, it's probably a sprain. And it was only when it, like, continued to hurt for a while that she finally went and got it looked at. And she broke her wrist this summer, too. Like, on a trip with a grandkid, and visited my sister, and her sister, my sister and her daughter were like, or her kid, I should say, were like, you need to go to a doctor and see this, get this looked at. And it was broken. It was like she got the wrist cast off, and then, like, I swear it was like weeks later she slipped and broke her leg. I just love the ones where you twist your ankle on a sidewalk curb and fall into the street. I've been pretty good about not falling when that happens for me. Just hurts like the blazes. What, brittle bones for my mother? No. No. I mean, like, she's a senior citizen lady, so there are bone issues that women of her age need to worry about. Her grandmother broke her, I mean, like, her mother broke her hip at least once. I think it had a hip replacement. So, like, it's not an unusual thing, but it's more of just an age thing. Tends to happen to most women of that age. One reason the roommate's parents retired to Florida is his mom already injured her neck from slipping on ice multiple times. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's a good reason to go down there. An AuldDragon on your computer screen? Mm-hmm. Might be more likely than you think. But really, it's not that likely. It really isn't. It's probably your imagination, Mad Martin. Had another sledding accident where you got slammed hardcore into a cement stairway, crawled into the house after that one. Oof. I have, you know, other than those times, I really have not seriously injured myself, luckily. I'm pretty good. Probably these hallucinations are crazy. Yeah, they are. They are. But, I mean, when it's a hallucination featuring me, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, really, what better hallucination could there be? Could there possibly be? That's right, there couldn't be. There couldn't be a better hallucination. You've been run over by a four-wheeler, too. Good lord. Maybe you're the one that needs protection, not my mother. Alright, and then we get this cute little birdie. Brick-built birdie. Get him right up here, on the roof. You once made the dumb mistake of pushing up your glasses while going down the hill on your bike and lost control. You ended up sliding like 10 or so feet on your leg on hot, and you mean hot sidewalk. So there was one time my brakes failed on my bike and I crashed into the back of a car, and I was like on my way to school, so I had to. My mother was already at work. I had to go to a woman that we stayed with in the morning before school to get some first aid, and then another time I was riding my bike and came around a corner, just went you know, tilted down a little bit too much, and just like the wheels slipped out under me. I actually have, and I don't know if it's not, it probably won't pick up on the camera. In fact, I don't even know if I can get my arm there. Yeah, it really doesn't pick up. But I have a little scar right there from my my arm rubbing against the street. The funny thing is, like I had this scar, and yet my shirt wasn't ripped at all. What happened to Ald's mom, and why does or doesn't she need protecting? You once woke up from a dream as a kid to a lion leaping at you, probably because you watched a movie about killer lions. Entire right side of your leg was nothing but a scab for weeks. Oof. Ooh. Howdy, Roblejacks. How's it going? How's it going? Alright, so our spare parts. We've got 1x1 cylinder plates in dark gray and dark orange. 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow stud in green and trans orange. And black. And 1x1 tile slopes in bright orange and green. 1x1 tiles with round ends in light azure, bright orange, and bright green. Black 1x1 plate. 1x1 quarter cylinder tiles in dark gray and bright green. Black 2L bar with stop. Trans orange feather flame. A red cherry. And a dark gray friction half pin. So lots and lots of stuff. Browsing the interwebs for fantasy stuff. Always fun. How's it going? Howdy, James. When you were 6, you crashed through a window when you were being an idiot, jumping from couch to couch, and then slipped. You hit the deck hard and dislocated your elbow. Wow. Oof. I luckily never did that. I did have a friend who, his little brother was jumping on the on a bed, and I don't know why my friend's arm was there, but his little brother jumped on it and like didn't break anything, but the tendon attaching a muscle to the bone in his hand somewhere, one of them, came off. So he had to go into the doctor for that. My sister was playing soccer one time. She was goalie. She grabbed the ball with her hands, and the other team, one of the other people on the other team, came up and tried to kick the ball out of her hands and kicked her finger and broke it. You're not the only one who's gotten hurt from a dream. Had a monster nom your shoulder with an acidic tooth. Your shoulder hurt for 2 weeks. You finally had to medicate it. Wow. I have not had that. No. I mean, I've been killed in dreams and never had that. All right, so let's go ahead and get our 2 minifigs into the house somewhere. He can be up here. There we go. And let's see. Yeah, sitting on the couch by the coffee table. If I can get my fingers in here. There we go. All right. So here is our modern house. There we go. I really like this section the most, I think. I just like this kind of paneling for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the proper name is. The yellow there is going to bug me. It's hard to see on the camera, but I do like these little lounge chairs. Although right here in front of the front door seems bad. I don't know. I do like this balcony up here. That's very cute. Very cute. Looks like a house from The Sims. Well, I mean, yeah, modern house. Looking at the interiors, we've got the shower with rubber ducky, because you gotta have a rubber ducky. The big bed. The there's a, let's see if I can get sliding glass door out from the living room onto the pool. So it's a nice big living room. It definitely needs some more furnishing though. Although there's not a whole lot of wall space to put things. Sliding glass door, that's really neat. Yeah, I really like the parts usage and doing that. And then I really like this chandelier, and like, I know it's modern house. This room feels like something out of the 70s, like an expensive house in the LA hills from Columbo or something. It really feels like you could get a good Columbo episode out of that. But good shelving unit there. You like the attention to detail? Yeah. These are really nice for that. And then of course our kitchen. Although these people are monsters for having no backs to the chairs around the table. Like, that's just like, what? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you not care about your backs? Sleek, but you'd rather have a 3-story Queen Anne with turret? Well, when it comes to Lego, I want them all. Give me every type of house construction there is. We need more brutalism. They're clearly bar stools. Yes, bar stools that are barely off the ground. Ald needs a custom Columbo minifig. I should try to make one. I gotta think about if there's anything that's good for a trench coat like that. I should try to make one. I mean, I've seen tables like this, but the chairs, no back? Well, what are they doing? What are they doing? Got the Castles and Crusades player handbook recently, mainly for AD&D stuff. I've heard good things. I'm not sure if it's quite the right way. It's not the right color. Like, that's part of the problem. That's gray, and it needs to be more tan or beige. There you go. I should see if there's been a Columbo idea set. But here from the front, slide the door open and closed. I do like these lanterns, or the lights for the outside, the light going up and down kind of thing. That's pretty neat. And I like this balcony with the clear brick here. That's really nice looking. All right. Well, let's take a quick look through the other instruction booklets that came with it. In fact, you know what? Let's actually just open it up. Why not? Oh, wow. All right. There is not a whole lot of glue on that. It's actually really nice. Very easy to open. I like this packaging. I just knocked something down. Hold on. I hope that this is going to be the norm for some of the instructions and stuff. Need Murder, She Wrote meets Columbo? Kinda hard when neither of the actors are still alive. No, it has swapping the hair around for these two. All right, so the main thing that I am curious about is what the furniture will be like inside this house. All right, got some more containers on the Where did you get the other clear 1x1? There were 2 there. I don't remember where they got the third one from. Oh, the vase for the plant. Okay, got it. Yeah, actually, this house is missing a sink. This one has a sink. Kind of wish the D&D set had packaging like that. Had way too many plastic bags. So, like, they are planning to replace the plastic bags with paper. I think they're just having some production line issues or something. I don't know what's going on. Which AD&D supplement materials had info for Alistrai that is similar in size to my Tethran Viralde write-up? You want demi-human deities. And if you want the other Forgotten Realms deities other than demi-humans, you want powers and pantheons and faiths and avatars. Very, very good books. Those were the inspiration for my project. So the first floor of this building is a kitchen, basically. Vent over the stove. A little angled awning over the floor. All right, the entire second floor is a bathtub. This is incredibly luxurious. It's a little ridiculous, actually. The entire second floor is a bathtub. Just a giant jacuzzi-like bathtub. Let's see, third floor, we have probably a kind of a tatami table, I think. A little balcony there. Okay, and then a full-on set of windows on the front. That's kind of neat, having it on the side like that. I like that. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Like, just a lounge up on the roof, I guess, maybe? The groovy 1980s couch. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. It's a little weird. Alright. And then the single floor. Not sure exactly what this would be called. There's a bathtub there. Plan to print up a section of it only focusing on Alistrai. For Alistrai's older version of her holy symbol, then the newer one, you'd be judged by normies because nude girl. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, is that a bathroom? Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a bathroom. It's very small. Out onto... I guess it's not a bathtub. I guess it's an outdoor pool? Or something? Love those long-style houses. Oh, you believe those long-style houses are called ranch? I wasn't sure if it was ranch or something else. That's why I didn't make a guess. Little table there. At least those chairs have backs. I do like the stonework on the chimney there, or at least the wall. Grew up in one? Got it. There's the bed. Yeah, I guess it is a fireplace of sorts. glass table there. I do like that. Gives everyone pizza and a jar of ranch dressing. Why? Why are you a monster? It's not a very big pool. That is really more like bathtub-sized. It's the roof. I do like about this one that the walls are all enclosed, and you lift off the roof to access it. Different tree designs, and let's see. And then a little front patio design as well. Neat. Yeah, all three of them are good designs, like good house designs. So it's really nice to have all of that in this one set. All right. So before we do minifigs, I have a lot of small sets. I wasn't sure if I would have, like, where I'd be time-wise when I finish this, and I could be stopping soon. But you know what? I just wanna get something quick built. How many sets did I get? This has been sitting around for a long time. This little Brickheadz Pets. This has been out of production for I think 2 years now. So, it was just like, you know, I need to start building some of these, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. There we go. A little birdie. But this will go pretty quick. The house I wanted to build because I really, really do like Lego houses. And it's a really cool looking design. You meant the 3-in-1? Oh, I only have the one. If they go on sale, I will definitely get more. But yeah, I only have the one. I like the part selection in these Brickhead sets, but I don't really care for the aesthetic of them. I like the Lego-ness of it, but I'm not like a Funko Pop type person, so I don't really care about that aesthetic specifically. But these in particular, like the Funko Pops, like I like this better than the Funko Pops. Just because, like, I don't get the Funko Pops, but this, again, like, it looks like Lego. The fun part is all those houses could be in the same neighborhood. Well, the ranch one, yeah, I don't know about the tall one. That feels more, until you got that side balcony, that felt more like a kind of a townhouse design. Little urban kind of thing going on there. Like it looked like it would be right up against another building in maybe like a downtown area. Funko Pop eye do not make you want them. Yeah, that's the eyes are part of it for me too. They look a little weird to me. Nothing against anyone who does like them. You know, I'm all for people enjoying the things that bring them joy. So if that is something that brings you joy, by all means, go for it. But yeah, the ranch one and the other one definitely I could see in the same neighborhood. You drink marinara sauce from Pizza Hut because you were a weird dragon? I mean, you know, enjoy what you enjoy. There's nothing wrong with that. Unless it's pickles. Then there is something wrong. You're a bad person. You should feel bad. Speaking of spell song, how exactly does spell song work? That is in the complete book of elves, I believe. Mechanics of it. I've never actually had someone play with it in one of my games, so I'm not... It's not one of the things that I've kept in my head, rule-wise. Because I haven't had to deal with it. Pickles are not tasty. They are not. Been trying to read it, but you still don't know how it works? I would, like, if you want to hop on the Discord and start a discussion, then I can, like, when I've got time, I can, like, read through it again and try to figure it out. Like I said, it's not one of those rules that I have kept in my head right now, so I could not figure it out. But on the Discord, I can try ! Links. I think that's the one that has it. It'll pop up eventually. There you go. No, not kitties, not a rogue AI. It stinks. There you go, Mad Martin. That's for you. I hope everyone knows what that's from by now. If not... Sigh. Alright, where's the black one? There it is. Sorry, you weren't paying attention. What did you miss? Don't worry, Lord Canis. I know you know. Oh, spells... No, I was thinking of blade singing. Sorry. I do not remember what spell singing is from. That is from the... one of the... Warriors and Priests, Wizards and Rogues of the Realms kind of thing, I think. Again, never had anyone... Like, same thing. Never had anyone do it, so I do not remember. Demi-human D... Alright. There are multiple similar things, and I'm getting confused. Again, like, I never had anyone do it, so it's not been something that I have done anything with. Oh, her spell. Okay. There are some other things that I'm thinking of. Sorry, my bad. I can Where's the oh, there's the mold mark underside. That works. There are a lot of similar things. Spell song, like spell singers, which there's definitely a different separate thing for that. I don't know about 5e. 5e, you might need to look to see if there has been anything currently published about it. A lot of things are not directly convertible. Right, but I was initially thinking of blade singing. That was part of it. But there is a spell singer class, I want to say. Again, there's a lot of different things, and I do not always remember them. Don't always remember? How dare you? I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. I should, and do, feel deeply ashamed. Deeply, deeply ashamed. So ashamed. The ashamedness... the most ashamed. There we go. Let's go with that. There really is. There really is. I think even Minstrel, the Minstrel Demi-Bard kit has something like that. It's a lot. It really is. You don't believe Ald's feigned contrition? What? What? I'm shocked. I'm shocked, not a rogue AI. I'm deeply, deeply hurt. Deeply hurt. Deeply hurt. The deepliest of hurts. Yeah, Bard College is definitely where you get barding for your horse. That's true. It's a factually accurate statement. Deep hurting. Yes. Always deep hurting. Really, that just like is my time with you guys. Deep hurting. If only Baldur's Gate 1 allowed you to do a Blade Singer Sword Dancer. A lot of those types of things can only be done single-classed. Or they are their own multi-class or something like that. You can be a ranger, especially priest of Islet Strahi, though. That's a pretty powerful combo. You know what? You know what? I've missed a reference I could have done, an MST3K reference I could have done in recording I did today. I'm just now realizing it. I'm so disappointed. I gotta go redo it all. Gotta go redo it all. Just everything from the beginning. It's unsalvageable. Oh god, so many one by one. Why did I pick this animal? Why didn't I pick like the kitty? crying out loud. All of these little tiles. I just grabbed one. There we go. And that goes right on there. I do like the bright yellow and the black. That's a nice combo, though. What was supposed to be a quick 15-minute build turned into a 3-hour 1x1 fest. In the Twilight Zone. So many tiny black pieces, too. You don't think there are 2 lights? You don't. You don't, huh? Man, I can't wait for the Enterprise D set to come out. I want to see pictures of it, too. We've not seen pictures yet, of course. Probably won't for quite a while. It would not surprise me if we don't see pictures until a couple weeks beforehand. Not being, only being able to wear magic armor is one of those things where, yeah, it's a penalty early on, but chances are pretty good that you're going to find some magic armor. I think I said D. You might have misheard me. But yes, we do only see the B at the beginning of Generations. But I think it's Excelsior class. If it's magical, yeah, that's okay. Any magical armor. From leather to plate. Oh, you know what? I did not put these on that side. Whoopsie. What if it's magic armor that sings horrible songs all hours of the day? Well, you can still wear it. Whether you want to wear it is up to you. All right, so there is the first Budgie. And we will make the baby Budgie. That sounds horrible. I mean, singing swords aren't all the ones from the, what was it, Bugs Bunny cartoon or something? I'm pretty sure they would sing well. Magic sword sting that sings "Don't stand so close to me" when orcs are around. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, think about how confused those orcs will be when they're like, "Huh? Who's Nabokov? I don't understand what this is referencing." Alright, let's see. 3 1x3 plates. Nabokov wrote Lolita if any orcs are in chat. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, what orcs don't know that, right? Orcs are very literary-minded. See, that's the other thing, is that, you know, you'll confuse them because they'll start discussing the merits of Lolita and other Nabokov stories, allowing you to slay them. See? See? It's a great, great weapon. Oops. Do not use that many of those. You want to see them discuss Pale Fire? It's just because you want to murder them. Terrible. Alright, little tiny beak here for their baby Budgie. The eye set on correctly. There we go. Get that on there. Okay, side. One by threes. 1x3 tiles. There we go. Creepy that you can just take their whole face off. Well, look, it's so you can do your own version of the Nick Cage blanking on his name movie. Face Off. How am I blanking on his name? Jeez. John Travolta, yes. Thank you. How I blanked on that, I don't know. Maybe I'm tired. You know, that could be it. Could be it. Thank you very much. Three by three on the back. I should keep this around for a future one of these Brickheadz, and then actually do a face-off. Ald has gotten too... I remember the movies. I don't remember the actor's name. To be fair, I don't know that I have seen him in anything in years. Years. Like, not even an old... Like, I haven't even watched anything old with him in it. I also have not watched Saturday Night Fever, but it's neither here nor there. He hasn't been in anything in a while. That could be. Could be why I have not seen him in anything. But, I mean, I also haven't seen him in anything old recently. All right. So there's a baby Budgie, which you can, you know, face off. Tears Priests also get some neat spells. Once you get Ocker into being a priest, you can do fun things like creating magical sword and hammer constructs to attack things. If you get the right stats. If you get the right stats. Alright, now here we start getting some panels on. There we go. Alright, and 1x2, more 2x2 corners, and 1x4 panels. It's all about how much do I want to tease it out. Go. All right. 1x4, 1x4, 2x2 tile, half tiles. Wait until you're level 19 and you have to sprint to catch up. I mean, you would catch up somewhat fast for a little bit, but yeah. Part of the problem is that there would definitely be a point where you actually, I mean, you would catch up with your other class, but you would not catch up with the other characters. Once you're hitting that linear level scaling rather than logarithmic. Oops. Okay, there we go. Are we making 2 of these? I bet we are not, actually. Okay, that one's there. Right, because we get 1x4. There we go. There we go. Alright. Next up. That is not right. That is right. Leveling is the best part of D&D. Alright, and then a sticker would go on that, and we have a second one for a second sticker, but of course I'm not putting stickers on. Okay, so actual spare parts, 1x1 plates in blue, pink, bright yellow, and white, 1x1 tiles in bright yellow, 1x1 tile slopes in light azure, black, and lime green, 1x1 peak slope in orange, 1x1 quarter cylinder tile in black and light yellow, green 1x1 cylinder plate, and 1x1 cylinder tile in brown with sawn log printing, and Black with Brickheadz eye print. Those are the spare parts. Alright, so little baby Budgie goes there, and adult Budgie goes there. They're pretty cute. They are pretty cute. Granted, leveling is the best part of Final Fantasy as well, except in 8. No, you do want to level in 8 eventually. You do want to level in 8 eventually. The reason you wait is so that you can get super powerful stats. Levels mean a lot. No, so you do not never want to level in 8. That is actually objectively bad. You want to wait until you're at a point where every time you level up, you gain stat points. That is what you want. That is why you avoid leveling. Budgie's not budging. There we go. That's fine. All right. Actually, you know what? Put them back there. All right. Does Ald have any videos to illustrate this to us? Yes, in fact, I do have an entire LP where I did that very thing. Waited until I had the level up boosting stuff, and then leveled like crazy. Ald does LPs? I know. It's so weird. All right. Let's go ahead and do some minifigs. So, let's see. Where are my sheets? Also, I did get a shipping notice for the next series of minifigs. So, soon. TM. Doesn't FF9 do a similar thing since certain characters are tied to each other? You can do it with one character effectively. You cannot do it with anyone else effectively. So it really only affects one person. All right. So where are my dice? There are my dice. And that's a different thing entirely. Like that is a very different thing. All right. So, D6. All right, 1, so we're going over there. D20. 19, need a reroll. Definitely do not have 19 left in there. 20, need a reroll. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Oh, looks like there's only 10 left on that side. Okay, let's start a prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Hold on a second. Just need to respond to something. Okay, got about a minute to go. Get your predictions in. Alright, let's see. 7 for Bahamut. That would be the Spectre. I should also roll for mine. 10. Alright, so that would be the Gargoyle for me. Let's see. 9 for Nadaroge AI. That would be the Tiger Lady. 2 for Ice Sovereign. That would be the Pirate Captain, the Zombie Pirate. 6 for James, that would be Brundlefly. 9 for Abcody, also the Tiger Lady. A Leonin Dragoon Guard. And guess one is the most devious monster of them all, a Minotaur Sears Catalog House Contractor. Contractor. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Ah, terrible. Terrible. Did I mention terrible? Alright, predictions are closed. Let me go ahead and get my timer up. Okay. And go. Alright, let's see. Okay, alright. Got some interesting pieces here, if I can get a feel. Alright. 14.94. I do believe that we have number 7, the Spectre. Let's see if we do. Felt the hood. Or will we be hoodwinked? No, it is the hood. We are not hoodwinked. All right, so that was 14.94. So let's go ahead and choose the outcome. Within 20 seconds, complete that prediction. What are the hams? Bahamut and Kinshear getting all the hams. Very nice. Lord Canis, Abcody, Iceoven going for 20 to 50. James going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny and Rovaljax going for no. I do like these ghostly bottoms, shall we say. Just as a plain dark gray torso, though. Music makes you want to play Stellaris. Luckily, I do not want to myself, but I do get that. All right, so that is gonna go here. It's weird that it doesn't have a full normal head socket. We only have one face. I think this might be a glow-in-the-dark head. I think that is a glow-in-the-dark head. I'll have to check that out. And I got the legs on wrong. I'll fix that in a minute. Trying to remember if I have a dark gray hood of this kind. Do I? Did the Dementors have any? Maybe they were dark gray. I don't remember. All right, and this is it's a silver chain. Go ahead and connect his hands together. He is not the King's Quest IV Miser, though. There we go. All right, let's get a zoom in on him. There we go. See if I can, yeah, I'm having a hard time showing if the, yeah, I'm not, I think it is glow-in-the-dark, but I'm not sure that I can show that. I do like the cloth cape. Oops. I do like the cloth cape. It's pretty cool. He will be visited by 3 ghosts, that's true. Alright, so that is the first Spectre, and I really like that fig. I wish that the torso had some printing on it, even though you don't see it. And that is something that they would be doing these days, so that you are getting, like... Because right now, this torso is really completely ordinary. There's nothing special about this torso that you couldn't get from another plain figure torso, which, to be fair, there aren't that many plain torsos, but still. But it's just a plain dark gray torso. It's kind of boring. But everything else about it is really cool. Alright, so that is our first one. The ones that we have not gotten are the werewolf, the plant man, tiger lady, and the gargoyle. Oh, and the spider lady. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are still 5 left that we have not gotten. He'd go nicely with the noir detective. He would. That is true. Alright. So, next up, we have the Lego Movie minifig series. Okay. D6. So, 3. So, we're going to the middle. Alright, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's a lot of bags. Yes, it is. These are the old sets. I kind of miss how many you got in them, but all right. Let's go ahead and start the prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? So let's go ahead and roll to see what I am getting. 1. All right, so that would be the cyborg Madame again. Let's see, Ice Oven 9. That would be the lady construction worker. 4 for James. That would be Wild West Wild Style. 3 for Not a Rogue AI. That would be Emmett himself. Could have sworn I got a Spider Lady. No, I have not. I have not gotten a Spider Lady yet. 5 for Bahamut. That would be Abe Lincoln. Always like Abe Lincoln. It's always worth getting Abe Lincoln. 14 for Ab Cody. That is the Cyborg Prospector. Does Emmett have a cap glued to his back? No. There was a special piece that came with the Emmett that you got in the actual Lego Movie sets, but it didn't come with an actual cap. It came with a special 1x2x2 piece, which is actually a pretty neat piece, but permitting guest 2 is a Minotaur Housing Zoning Permit Procurer. Alright, just a few seconds remaining. This is from before he got the piece thingy, whatever it was called. I don't remember. I've only seen it once. I was more busy paying attention to how they designed all the stuff. You can see that in Shadowrun because Minotaurs do be a thing. And predictions are closed. All right, and go. All right, let's see. Can I guess what it is? What do we got? That feels like a head. That does not help me. Those are legs. Also not helpful. Torso. Also, weirdly enough, not help. Okay. 30.23. Where's my pants guy? It is Where's my pants guy. Didn't we get this guy in the last set? I don't know. He feels familiar. Maybe that's what I got to get the initial set of instructions. It is indeed. Where's my pants guy? All right. 30.23. So choose the prediction outcome. That is going to be 20 to 50 seconds. Complete that prediction. Who is getting the hams? Who will survive? Lord Canis, Abcody, Iceoven getting all of the hams. A pretty nice payout for you guys. James and Bahamut going for within 20 seconds. Doing some redistribution there, James. No one going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny going for no. All right. Got a nice floral shirt. Great big smile. He's also definitely a pompadour. And his pants. There we go. You can hold them that way. You were betting on my prediction abilities. I'm not always perfect. Not always perfect. I do like the floral shirt. I do like that. Nothing on the back, though. I can definitely guess that this was one of the least favorite of the minifigs from this set. There we go. All right, so that is Where's My Pants guy? There we go. Okay, and for our final minifig set for the night, we have the remains of the D&D minifigs. All right, let's see. All right, so 2, we're going for the top. There are 6 up there, so I'll roll the D6 again. 2 again. All right. Let's pull that one out. Put that box back up there. Let's get out the scale of justice. All right. And can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? We got new guess types, so get your predictions in. Can I guess it by shaking it? Will the die be correct? Or will I guess it with the weight? Alright, so 8 for Bahamut, Iceoven, and James. That would be Strahd. It definitely could be. We might have gotten 2 of him already. I am not sure. Abcody going for 12. I've only marked down twice for Tasha, but I think we've gotten her 3 times. Because there were definitely 2 that I forgot to mark down properly, so. Tonight's finale guess moves out with a Minotaur Structure Relocator. So if you want to re-roll, you can. Nadaroge I also getting an 8. Let's see. The ones that we definitely have not gotten all of are the Lady of Pain, the Halfling Druid. I believe there is still a Mad Martin left in there, and Strahd. According to this, we still have a Paladin, Dragonborn Paladin, 2 Gith Sorcerers, and an Elf. But I think we might have gotten the Elf. It is time for a vampire. It could be. It could be time for a vampire. Leonin Dancing Baker for the Great Bake Off competition. Also, I should probably get to the wait list. There we go. Lego question. How would you make a Moon Elf Blade Singer Sword Dancer? Well, there aren't that many elf head hair pieces with ears, so it would really depend on what you want it to look like. I mean, there's so many options. Just up to you what pieces you want to use. If you want some more variety in the head and face types, you'd basically have to go for a helmet, though. All right. Predictions are closed. Okay. So, first of all, I am going to shake it. We have not had any yet. It is possible that the brown elf from the D&D 50th anniversary set is supposed to be a Dro, but some of them ended up brown because of what they did with some stuff back in like 3rd or 4th edition. I don't know. Alright, I think that we have another Lady of Pain. That is going to be my guess. The die says 11. I need to re-roll because we do not have any more Zostoms. 8. Alright, that is saying Strahd. A lot of 8s so far tonight. 17.41. So not the Lady of Pain. That's got to be a Mad Martin. It's got to be a Mad Martin. 17.41. Yeah, we've got a Mad Martin here. All right. Let's scan it. Oh, I forgot to get that up. Hold on. It's always got to be a Mad Martin. Well, sometimes it's just a Mad Martin in waiting. All right. Yep, that's a Mind Flayer. That is a Mad Martin. All right, that is going to be our last Mad Martin for this set. So that is going to be a yes with weight. All right, there's going to be some hams rewarded here. Let's see, Lord Canis and Ice Oven. Lord Canis, that is a pretty tremendous payout that you just got. Philosophlayer noises. I do like Manticore. It was a shame that they decided to murder him off, which is why I brought him back. Nice 30,000 payout there for Lord Canis. Bahamut and James going for yes with guess. Lel Bunny going for yes with die roll. And Abcody and Robaljax going for no. Ooh, hams! Now get back into doing retro gaming so you can spend those hams. I mean, you can spend them on the D&D game. You can save PCs or you know, have them suffer critical hit from the monsters. All right. Get Mad Martin's tentacly visage on there. There we go. And his adorable, adorable little brain kitty. Or brain puppy. Or one of the two. It depends. Maybe they're both. Maybe they're both kitty and puppy at the same time, you know? Has anyone ever considered that? So there is Mad Martin in all his tentacly glory. And his pet. His cute little pet. I really, really do like the Intellect Devour. And you could actually, let's see, should be able to... Ah, dang it. No, I need to put some pieces there. Could have the Intellect Devour ride on a corpse. Really captured the contempt in your eyes. Well, as they should. As they should. All right. So, that is the... Let's make sure that we mark that. That is the last Mad Martin in that set. So, sorry, Mad Martin. No more use. No more use. If only Lego minifigs were cheaper than minis, I would think they would be. It depends on the minifig. But... This is $5. How much are minis? It's been tampered with to have more Mad Martins, as is right. As is right. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I can't argue with that. All right. Well, let's have one last look at our modern house. let's just put these aside. And really, you know, what happens when you have a house as lovely as this? Friends decide to come over for tea. And they sometimes bring their adorable little pets along, too. You know, isn't that just what happens when you have such a nice house? Friends come by. They have a little tea, you know? Have a little munchie, you know, a little snack, a little bit of brain food. A little bit of brain food with their friends. Mad Martin comes to peek in your windows and watch your TV. But that is going to wrap us up for tonight. I really do like this set. This is a really nice 3-in-1 creator set. Highly recommend it. Really great design. I love the furniture in it. The architecture is cool. And it was just a lot of fun to build, too. So I hope you guys have a good night. We will be back on Friday for some more Coliseum building. And we'll be back on Saturday for some more Spelljammer. We'll be back on Monday to start Torna the Golden Country in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And we will be back on next Wednesday building something else. See you then, everyone.